right, we got Tahaad, Pettiford, so we'll just open it up for questions. Bird.
It felt like on Saturday you were involved in like several big stops, forcing turnovers, getting the blocks and all that. How much better do you think you've become as a defender from maybe the beginning of the season to now?
Definitely think I've definitely improved on that side. Just being more aware on that side of the floor. Just being more active, like you said. Try to be more involved, even when I'm in help. Now my man doesn't have the ball. Being more aware of what my man is, and just small things, small details that I try to work on every single day to get better.
I guess similar to that, how much do you feel you've improved as a facilitator and a playmaker this season, especially on nights where your shots aren't always falling?
Definitely a lot. I feel like I've always had that. It's just I've never been in the position I am now. So just trying to be the best point guard that my team needs me to be. Shot falling or not, just try to get my guys open looks and open shots and get them going.
How much do you look to kind of set the tone defensively early on in games? I know Steven came off the bench at that first time out, was fired up after you forced that turnover. I guess just how much you mentioned how much better you've gotten defensively. How are you kind of leading on that early in games to set the tone?
Just try to be more engaged. Stops, turnovers is a huge thing for us. Gives us momentum. So just knowing that if I bring the energy, that my teammates they're gonna feed off that.
What would it mean for you guys you get 2 road games this week to go and get a true road win and get one of those first big ones out of the way this season?
It mean a lot. We've had a lot of up and downs this year, so just going to get these 2, especially these 2, these are some big wins for us. So just going to get those, I feel like just will push the momentum the way we need it to go, get guys in the right headspace, and just get us going.
What did it mean for you guys as a team to have a game where y'all didn't shoot very well at all, but still able to win on defense? Because y'all hadn't had very many opportunities to do that this year. It's mostly been the offense.
Honestly, I look at that as a positive. Us not shooting, we shot horrible, and still being able to grind that win out just shows that this team will fight, no matter what, to the end. And we've been in situations where we've been down and fought to the end, and just knowing that it can be a whole different type of ball game if 5 or more shots go in.
Did you learn anything interesting from being part of that South Carolina huddle toward the end of the game?
Not really. The coach stopped talking when I got over there looking for a text. So I wasn't able to get the information I needed.
What do you think about Phillip here recently? Obviously, he had that huge game against South Carolina, but really since SEC play began, he's really stepped up. What do you see out of him?
He's a dog. He gives us the energy every single day. We know what to get. We're going to get out of Phillip every single night. He just wants to win. He's a great guy off the floor, always smiling, always happy. Just somebody that I know I'm ready to go to war with every night.
The team that you were part of last year had such a specific kind of half-court identity with the players and the personnel that you had. When this team you're on right now is playing at its best, how would you describe the identity of it?
Fast pace and just gritty. We try to get down the floor, score either early or late in the clock, and just get stops on defense. We know that stops is what's going to get our offense going, so we just try to play the hardest we can on defense and make it easier as our offense.
I asked Steven about it, but Dylan Cardwell, his success in the league, I'm sure you've seen over the past several games. I guess you haven't played with him last season, aren't surprised. What does it mean to you having him as an undrafted guy to be kind of staking his claim in the NBA right now?
We all knew this was going to happen. We seen this all last year. It's just Dylan. He's going to give it his all every time he goes out there. And he was just blessed with the opportunity in the NBA, after going undrafted, and he's making the best of it. Happy for him.
What do you think the key is for you guys to string together, multiple defensive games, maybe like the one you had against South Carolina or against a team like Ole Miss?
Just not getting too high, just staying at the same level that we are, going to the same game with the same energy that we did the game before. Every game is going to be the best game for us. We don't look at the next game, we don't look at the day after, the day before. We just try to, stay focused on that game and just keep going from there.
Anything else for Tahaad? All right.
Appreciate your help.
Thank you.